What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have liked and sub, and let's get into this. Once upon a time, if you told me that they were making a modern day remake or remaster, but certainly a remake of Knights of the Old Republic, boy, I would have just been so excited with the possibilities. And now it's no, dear God, no, don't touch it. You get away from it. You get away from Revan because they can't be trusted. And so, full disclosure, I've played the original Knights of the Republic, modded and unmodded, probably over 100 times. Love it. One of the best Star Wars stories, better than the Star Wars movies if it was ever done correctly in live action. Yeah, I said it. And Revan is one of my favorite characters. So when we originally heard this was being made, and then we heard who they were hiring and all the DEI things they were saying and the made for the modern audience shit that they were going to do to it, boy, I was so happy when we found out it was canceled. And I thought maybe they would leave it there, at least for a while. And maybe if it ever got brought back, maybe that would be after the DEI battle had tapered down. This is supposing we win. God, I hope we win, because don't touch Revan. But apparently they are touching Revan. He is canonly still a male. I don't care what Disney canon does or doesn't say about it. Saber Interactive CEO Matthew Karch confirmed the company is actively developing Knights of the Old Republic remake. So not even a remake. Think along the lines of the Resident Evil remakes, where parts are cut out and some parts stay the same and characters are refined. So speaking with IGN following the sale of Saber Interactive to Beacon Group so Embracer Group was the one that had the DEI inclusion standards, and that's what we were very worried. So now it's been sold to Beacon Group. No word on them yet. I'll get back to you when we find out more. Karch told the outlet, "It's clear and it's obvious that we are working on this. It's been in the press numerous times." He added, "What I will say is that the game is alive and well, and we're dedicated to making sure we exceed consumer expectations." Well, our expectations are very low, so that would not be hard. While the game is still in development, might be a long way off. While discussing the sale of Saber Interactive from Embracer Group CEO Lars Wingfors commented, "I think that kind of game needs some deep love and respect. So without giving full color, I think it's some time left until it is real." Well, it does need some deep love and some deep respect. Yes. The game has seemingly been in development hell since it was announced back in 2021 during a PlayStation showcase. At the time it was announced, it was revealed that Aspyr was the main developer. Oh, Aspyr, who just messed up the release of the Battlefront old school classic collection, which had no crossplay and very few servers. He explained, "It's so much more, Sid. This is a complete remake of this beloved Star Wars story. For Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake, we are rebuilding from the ground up while maintaining that integrity and story from the original." I don't believe you. During the PlayStation showcases, Treadwell was asked, "So Ryan, how much of a remake are we talking about here? Is this updating some graphics, adding some higher resolution modes?" He replied, "The original Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is a true classic and one of our favorite Star Wars stories ever. We want to Okay, answer the fucking question. In terms of the visuals, we have the opportunity to present this story with a much higher level of fidelity than was possible in the past, while making sure that we are being authentic to what players loved about that original game." In May 2022, Embracer Group board member Matthew Karch revealed that Evil Dead developer Saber Interactive was working on the remake with Aspyr, and during that company's Q4 report, he revealed Aspyr has gone full in to make this the best game that they can make. Okay, so that was the cope. That doesn't matter. So here we have, however, in July 2022, Bloomberg's Jason Schreier claimed that the game had been indefinitely paused. He reported that Aspyr's design director Brad Prince and director Jason Miner were fired following a demo of the game. Following the firings and the demo, Schreier reported Aspyr studio heads told staff that the vertical slice wasn't where they wanted it to be and the project would be paused, according to two people who were in the meeting. He added, "One familiar person with the discussions suggested that a disappropriate amount of time and money had gone into the demo and that the project's current course wasn't sustainable." So the demo looked great, but it wasn't nearly as far along as it should have been in the actual game. Schreier reported that the game's entire development had shifted from Aspyr to Saber. Project, formerly in development at Austin, Texas-based Aspyr Media, is now being led by one of Saber Interactive's Eastern European studios, according to a person familiar with the change. This report came following Embracer Group's reveal in a financial report that one of the group's AAA projects had transitioned to another studio within the group. This was done to ensure the quality bar is where we need to be for the title. During the company's Q4, Jesus Christ, let's get down September promotional trailers. So it was happening until, and this is what freaked everyone out, is on top of all the development chaos, the game also had social justice activist Sam Maggs, a former writer at the Mary Sue, working on the project. Maggs announced her involvement back in September 2021. When the game was first announced, she posted, "It's actually happening. Thank God it's not, though." In a follow-up tweet, she wrote, "Cannot be more honored and excited to be part of an incredible team." And again, thank God she got sussed out and that taken off. By February 2022, Maggs had quit the game, writing on her website, "I was on the project for like 9 months in 2021, and then I quit. You're going to be okay. If you email or message me about it, I won't see it. My filters are really good." Okay, great. The announcement confirmed a scoop that YouTuber Mr. Maddie Plays, who claimed in January 2022 her contract has expired and she's moved on. Her role was very minor compared to others that work there. And not only that, but they claimed that a number of changes that the remake was going to make to the original game. He noted, "First and foremost, I wanted to talk about some of the action combat, which we saw in the job listings. That's more than likely confirmed at this point, going to be the thing." He continued, "What it was compared to the terms of inspiration, that does not mean the execution will be like, but inspiration, they looked at God of War 2 and Neo 2. Okay. As for the story he shared, on the story front, I was told that they're staying faithful to the main story outside of some changes to characters like race, species, name, age, but that's not, yeah, Trask will be a black dude." He went on to reveal that the game would include mini games such as Sweep. Yeah, okay. 2023. So it's still being made all the way up until 2023. The game is not being worked on right now, just full stop. Yeah, that was the last we heard, but clearly, as evidenced by the comment by Saber Interactive, clearly the game is still in development, but it looks like it might be a very long way off. You know, I hope everyone forgets about it and they're able to do this in peace. Do not have this be a DEI takeover. Just translate it as best you can into modern fidelity of graphics, not that mythical modern audience, because that shit doesn't exist. But really, I think when it comes right down to it, probably best that they don't do this at all, at least not under current Disney, which we just found out is only going to be doubling down. In other words, I see no way that Saber Interactive is going to be able to do this, regardless of who's over them, without having to capitulate in some way, shape, or form to those modern standards of which they're all obliged to follow, regardless if there's a Sweet Baby ink or not. So yeah, let me know what you think of this in the comments. Make sure to like, share, and sub. If you've done that, thank you. If you're gonna do that, thank you. And
well, bye.